Taurus, hi. I'm going to do a general reading today for you, Taurus. And as it's a general reading, it may not resonate for everyone. If it does for you, however, I'm doing an extended reading on the outcome cards just to kind of take it a little bit further into the future and see where, where it's all going. So if it does resonate for you, then yeah, I would definitely recommend doing the extended reading. The information for that is in the box below. Starting with the Llewellyn deck and doing a Celtic cross layout. And also just to let you know that I do love readings every week. Well, every other week actually, sorry. So I'm doing love readings and soulmate reading and a prosperity reading. So if you hit the subscribe button, it will give you the notification of the general readings, the soulmate readings, the prosperity readings, the love readings, okay? And so I'm just going to draw the cards. So I will be drawing cards to clarify as we go along, and I'll also be drawing cards from the Wisdom of Avalon, the oracle cards from the universe, at the end of this reading, just to see, where that goes. So we got the Nine of Cups guiding you. This is awesome. So I'm just going to draw another card on that. We've got the Strength card and the Universe. So I'm getting the Universe card a lot in the readings because it feels like that there's an ending of a cycle, and it feels like it's almost for everybody. So, and I guess if you take a look at what happened in the world, that makes sense. So I do feel like for you, there's an ending of a cycle, and there's now an opportunity for you to believe in yourself and kind of figure out where you want to go next and what's really what your desire for your life is, with the Nine of Cups showing up there. We got the Page of Wands in an energy above you, and the Sun and the Fool. So definitely you're entering into not just a new cycle, but a whole new journey for the next part of your life. With the Sun at your back, so with the clarity, with the illumination of this new cycle opening, and just, taking your time, waiting, asking for messages, putting questions out there, getting help from the universe. It's really, what I see you doing now, because you got the Six of Swords also in a position in your base, and the Eight of Cups. So I think you know that there's a new cycle opening because you're really ready to move towards it, and move towards love, move towards kind of more of a higher definition of love, or a more fulfilling type of love. So leaving behind where you are now and moving into a greater depth of it. With the Six of Swords, navigating through any obstacles that are still kind of on your path as you move towards this higher kind of, depth of love. The Five of Pentacles showing up in your past along with the Destiny. So I think, at this point, this is in your immediate past, a realization that there's something out there for you and you can sense it, and you've been looking for it and you feel like you haven't found it yet. And I think that is what I see in terms of destiny. Now the Wheel of Fortune is also about fortune. So it is something, and it's showing up as the Five of Pentacles, which is fortune. So this is something very rich and fulfilling, and something that you don't feel like it's so important you don't want to miss out on it, sort of thing. You've got the Two of Wands on you now, and the Ace of Swords. So it's kind of like this, there's an awakening happening within you, and it's exciting. It's like being able to, wake up from lethargy. It's, where your mind, this is all about your thoughts and your mind and your intellect and your keenness and your search for truth, and, that kind of awakening where it's like you just feel really excited and awake, and, and with the Two of Wands, it's like you're not sure what it's all about. You're not sure where it's going yet, because you don't have the complete picture of where the future is. But you have a strong sense, as I said, that your destiny is at hand, and that there's something you don't want to miss out on. You've got the Empress and the Nine of Swords showing up in your immediate future. And then I've drawn the Four of Swords on that. So what I see here is that you have had a bit of a revelation, like a vision around, like I said, there's sensing that your destiny is at hand here, and there's something really exciting that's a catalyst that's waking you up. And so you've got the Nine of Swords, so there's just a lot going on inside you right now. I don't see this so much as anxiety as it can sometimes be. Instead, I see it as really kind of racing through, receiving knowledge, receiving information. You've got the Knight of Pentacles here. So I feel like there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of being offered to you now, and possibly through the universe, because you've got the Four of Swords showing up, so it's probably coming that way, because the Empress is showing up, and it's time for you to, put what, the gifts that you have, the healing powers that you have, the love that you have, it's time for that to be, really put out into the world. And as a result of that, it's like you're kind of giving the way that could happen through this knowledge and through this, awakening of the psyche and the mind and stuff. You've got the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Wands showing up here with the Hangman. So with this awakening and this kind of excitement, it's coming as a different perspective, like all of a sudden seeing kind of the outcome rather than the process, which is, I think, what you've missed out on, or you're afraid to miss out on. It's like there's something in the world for me that's really valuable right now, really important, and I've done a lot of work and a lot of growth, and it's been really tough. So instead of focusing on how tough it's been and how hard the past has been, it's turning that focus, which is what the Hangman's about, and looking at, yes, but look what's there. Look what I built. Look what I now know. Look at the knowledge that I'm open to, and look all the stuff that's being offered to me. And that's what I see with the Eight of Wands. It's like you in this interchange with the universe, with ideas, communication. It can be actual communication. It could be like social media, talking to people. Because like I said, there's this awakened spirit with the Ace of Swords, so that's communication. So a lot of talking, a lot of thinking, as you see with the Nine of Swords, and just that interchange, and that's where energy begins to manifest things, is through this energy coming and going with the universe. And then you've got the Five of Wands, so I feel like, and the Knight of Swords, so something is definitely on the move towards you. Excuse me, with the Knight of Swords. And you're like going, okay, you know what? I can feel it, I can sense it. I don't know what it is, but I'm here, I'm holding my position, not going anywhere. I'm going to wait and see what happens. And in the meantime, I'm just going to start kind of doing some, some movement towards it. Just kind of feeling things out. Because you've got the Ten of Wands showing up in your outcome card. So really, this is about where you are going to build the next part of your future. And that's why you're kind of playing around with ideas here with the Five of Wands. Because the Ten of Wands is carrying all this growth from the Nine of Wands. And remember I said it's about focusing on what you built rather than the hard work it took you to get there. So now that you've built it and you're focusing on what you built, it's like finding a place and being really patient and looking for that place within you that's going to guide you, coming from your soul. Where does this belong in the world now? Where am I going? Where am I going to put this? Where am I going to build next? Okay? With the King of Wands in a position of your hopes and fears, and the King of Cups is I think you want to be on your path. You want to be secure, but you also want to be passionate, and you want to be able to move, from the heart. So you kind of want that balance between the two, which for an earth sign, that totally makes sense. Then we've got the Nine of Pentacles in the outcome. So having, as I said, really assessed what you've built, what growth you've had, the knowledge is coming to you, the openness that you have, and the excitement and the destiny, you now realize how much you have built around you in terms of resources, and how confident you are, and how you're aware of who you are. This is self-awareness. in a really positive way. So knowing what you bring to the world, like I said, the Ten of Wands, and therefore the next step is putting that out there and asking the world to guide you to where now this fits, okay? It's like you're offering to the world sort of thing. And that's what I see with the Empress there too. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Taurus, I'm going to draw a card from the universe. As I said, I'll be doing the extended, and I will be looking at where this now goes for the next part of this anyway, and see what we can get. And so if it does resonate for you, I recommend going into the extended, because it's quite, I go through it in detail. So let's look at the universe here. We've got the Wind Fairy. So this is exactly what we're talking about. Thoughts, words, intellectual analysis. With that Ace of Swords on you, with the Four of Swords on you, with the Nine of Swords on you, there's a lot of, and the Knight of Swords moving towards you. You've got really an amazing, exciting, mind going on, communication going on, and thoughts, and words, and it's like you're on fire. Like I totally see you on fire. Draw one more card from the universe. With the Wind Fairy, we've got love. So this is really where this is all going. This is all about, I think, that's your destiny, love. And that's the part you don't want to miss out on. But the excitement of all of this is going to end up, I think, of the communication, all this stuff going on, it's going to bring that energy towards you, okay? All right, so let's leave it at that, and I will see you next week if I don't see you in the extended. Once again, don't forget to push that subscribe button, because it'll notify you of the other readings that I do as well.